I'm no longer ready.
No longer.
It's too late. Welcome back to Arnold and Arnold. We're going to raise the roof.
At the top of the stairs is a door complete with a missing padlock.
Oh, that's not totally sketchy at all. We're gonna get mugged up here.
One of the intrepid individual as we remove the lock.
It's going to skull fuck you.
Emmy shuts the door open, steps behind, beaming into the sunlight.
Oh, we are getting mugged.
Suddenly, a tall, dark stranger appears out of nowhere, standing oppositely in front of us.
I can tell because of the armless silhouette.
Actually, that's yeah.
Eek! Whoa.
I think you mean
strange girl. We don't know who it is yet.
I think you mean hello.
Whoa. Yipes, you scared me, Rin. Oh, now we know. Mystery's gone. Rattle tossed.
Hi!
A new legless and armless hangout.
He's going to die.
Noticing that Rin is speaking to me, Emmy looks curious.
You two know each other?
I look confused at Emmy. She's that friend of yours? Rin has turned to gaze towards the cloud lifting above the school. I didn't know you knew this person, Emmy.
Yeah, we're getting with everyone.
The awkward silence only lasts a few seconds until Emmy lets out a tiny giggle, shrugging this coincidence off.
I invited you out for lunch. If you know him, that's just better.
Oh, does this mean I don't get food? You invite him out for lunch, but not me.
Neither. I have food for 3.
Smart.
Nice. I have penis for 2. As it turns out.
They walk the other end of the roof while I stay at the clock tower for a while, taking in the atmosphere. There's nobody else out here. I guess this roof is not as popular as it is other schools.
The roof is popular in other schools?
Guess so.
Not where I come from.
A few rundown benches and tables are scattered along the edges, perhaps in an attempt to make the rooftop look less desolate. Small pebbles covering the roof rattle beneath our feet. I peek through the main chain link fence to look at school grounds and beyond. Students are strolling in pairs and groups in the quadrangle of the cafeteria.
We haven't seen anyone in a wheelchair yet.
Probably isn't any. At least for the game. A few delivery trucks are driving past the school towards the convenience store nearby.
There you go.
Somehow there's a watchdog barks at the passerby. Somehow when I look towards the center of the small town strikes me as very strong, almost pallidly. A hectic lifestyle, the big metropolis seems so
Metropolises.
Whatever.
Mediopolis.
Yeah.
Sounds like a butcher shop.
A meteorologist.
A meteorologist.
Man, I'll be a meteorologist.
They
Like,
study.
oh, this is beef. Oh, this is lamb.
Easiest exam ever.
Nobody has to run and catch a bus after like their life depended on it or get their senses overloaded by neon lights and traffic jams. I feel so surprisingly optimistic with this new life of mine, looking at my hometown even though it's been mine for only a short year. Finding out about my illness and having to move away from home all came so suddenly. I haven't had time to think about how I feel. When I step out of the shadow of the clock tower, I feel the warmth touching my back.
We're getting deep now. This is the
Existentialism
emotional
all
part.
over again.
Yeah, it's the deep part of the game.
The sun shines from the clear cerulean sky. A cool breeze sweeping the rooftop makes me shiver, but only briefly. The wind carries out the scent of trees and flowers, not smog and car exhaust like it used to just a few weeks ago. Emmy settles on the bench with Rin in tow, pushes one big bag and 2 small lunch boxes from her bag.
Come on, Isao, we're waiting for you.
Man, this is like, it's hard to take this not like, aww.
I know, it's so adorable.
She beckons with me to join them, making room from the oddly small bench.
Oh, we're gonna get close. Oh!
I see myself in the corner with as little space as possible. It's pretty cramped. Somehow all 3 of us fit on.
Well, it's a good thing one of us is missing their arms. Otherwise there'd be no room.
Impressive view. Emmy suppresses a giggle and places a lunchbox in front of Rin and hands her the other lunchbox to me.
Here you go, lunch is promised!
Homemade, no less. I'm impressed. Wow, this looks really good.
Thanks, I make it myself when I can. Sounds like she'd have like a southern accent, kinda. Ah, shucks, y'all.
But she's biting her lips, she's so happy. Conversation dies off and feeding. Taking a few bites, I glance up and notice Rin definitely opening up the lunchbox and popping a few forkfuls in her mouth using only her feet. Even though I've seen it before, I can't be impressed by her dexterity. It's also a reminder of the sort of place I am in right now. Will I never get used to sights such as these? Can't decide if getting used to such things would be a good or bad thing either. Does getting used to this place mean I'm giving up on being a normal person?
Wow! I told you we're a dick.
Or does it mean that I'm becoming more understanding about those around me?
No, we're just a dick.
I'm distracted by my thoughts and by the sight of Emily tearing into lunch as if...
As if it had insulted her ancestors.
You seem pretty hungry. Yeah, you bet I am. Emily looks up, mouth half full, swallows before nodding.
I like it when girls look up at me with a mouthful and swallow. My morning always works up an appetite. Which is great, because then I gotta burn through lunch pretty quick. Helps me keep my girlish figure.
What would happen if you lost it? Would you become a man? What would happen if you lost it? You wouldn't become a man now. I literally choke on my food trying not to laugh.
It's a figure of speech.
A womanly figure of speech.
A woman. Not a manly figure of speech.
Does your figure have to run in the morning too? Do you always talk like this? Gosh darn it, Rin.
Talk like what?
I think that answers my question. Never mind, whatever. So, starting to think of small talk and settle on the obvious question. How'd you two meet? Rin seems content with Emmy answering the question.
Someone in the housing department thought that we'd complement each other well, so we were assigned rooms next to one another. Not sure why.
Assemble the Megazord!
Voltron, assemble!
Complement each other. Like shoes in this... Like shoes and a suit. Ah!
No!
Emmy giggles at my confusion.
Put us together and we got all our limbs. Get it?
Didn't
think of it that way.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know, right? We called it.
So I started helping.
No. So I started helping Rin get ready in the mornings, and that was that. I mean, you can't help someone get dressed every morning and not get along.
I see. As I imagine them dressing each other.
Rin
chooses
this game just got a lot more fun.
I just have trouble with t-shirts.
I have trouble with shirts.
I mean, it's not my fault. Right, that seems fairly obvious. Really? I wonder why, you douchebag. Kind of.
That's awesome.
This isn't helping, but at least Abby seems to find the whole thing funny. With a little cat smile. That combined effort that Rin and
Now
Jen...
it's a seagull.
Gosh dang it. That was really good. I'm proud of you.
Now you're gonna see it as that from
I
now
can't.
on.
No, I see this as it's too bolted down into my memory as a cat smile. Because it's like sideways, or like 3 face.
I thought that was like a kiss face.
I doubt she's duck facing at this right now.
Quack.
That combined with the fact that Rin is genuinely cursed makes me feel slightly better.
I am no longer attracted to any ducks now that I know about what I know.
No, I mean, you got no arms. Like, it's a pun on a t-shirt. Kind of hard. You know, I think I'm just gonna stop talking.
As if we had to say that.
Rin nods in some sect that I meant to be in the sage manner. I see.
Yeah, you have no arms.
The conversation dies as I turn my attention back to my lunch. It's really quite good. Amy finishes the lunch first and makes a contented noise.
Ah, that was good. Yuck.
She busies herself cleaning up her lunch. Rin speaks up. You know, I'm thirsty.
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Sorry.
She's southern now.
Yeah. She has like a southern drawl. She's...
With the floor, she reaches
like,
into a
makes
bag of moves, a
home-cooked
trial
meals.
of juice boxes.
Oh, yay!
She tosses me one that appears to be cranberry, red that appears to be one sort of strawberry milk, and keeps a equally pink box of some fruit punch. Rin dexterously grabs the straw with the top of it. Wow!
How?
She managed to like stab the juice box with the towel.
Who says women are good at stabbing things?
With the feet.
Harry Potter.
Fuck him.
No, thank you. Once again, I'm impressed with how flexible she is. This time keep my comment to myself. Somehow I don't think either Emmy or Rin are the sorts of people to think twice about the way they work around their particular disabilities. Rin particularly so. Indeed, she gives off the impression of being entirely unaware that she's missing any limbs at all.
Well, I mean, looking at everyone else who has arms, she kind of has to be.
Well, not so the contest decision doesn't matter. I'm also not sure.
Say, Sal, how you like it up here?
Ah!
Ah! What?
Yes. So, you know, it's quite nice. I like the high places in the view, you know.
Why?
Southern girl.
I like the view.
Thanks for inviting me up here. Time for lunch. Amica's 1,000-watt grin pleased with my response.
It like lights up. Bugs fly into her mouth.
Yeah.
No problem. Bing. Feel free to eat with us next time too, okay? I won't make you a lunch. You can bring your own, asshole.
No lunch service. Well, I don't know. It's Mark offended.
Trying to take advantage of my good nature? The nerve. Bing. Well, if that's your answer, I guess Rin and I'll just keep eating lunch all alone.
Now that you make her chew spit chewing tobacco, she's become much less attractive.
Oh, whatever.
Not that it's gonna stop me.
Not that that's gonna stop me.
I'm surprisingly assaulted by the most heart-ripping puppy dog eyes I've ever seen, and we pouts.
Uh-oh.
And you die.
I was kidding!
And then they stab us. Well, one of them stabs us.
The other one just kicks the knife further into our chest.
Oh, that would just be worse. No, the one with the arms stabs it, and then the girl with the no arms like jumps and like drop kicks it into our chest.
Yeah,
Damn. That's some teamwork.
I'd love to eat lunch up here again. Good location, company's alright. Abby frowns a bit in the declaration of okay, but seems happy enough that I've accepted her invitation. I guess this makes us friends now.
More than friends.
Or at least acquaintances.
No, that's
Lunch
that's a friends thing. Acquaintances is like, yeah, we'll never see you again. Bye. Rin, you didn't finish your lunch again. Eat faster.
I wasn't hungry. I usually eat later in the day.
If you don't eat more, you're gonna fade away. Bitch.
Then what about my girlish figure? Rin shrugs as an acceptable risk. Come on, we better get going. I hope Rin doesn't have an eating disorder. That would be really sad.
Oh, that would just
Three of us head downstairs together. The afternoon class passes. Once again, I find myself without a plan for something to do after school. So I head down to the library and return a couple books, finish reading. Walk inside.
Makes me sad that we're not seeing Misha anymore.
Seems to be many students, blah 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 blah.
Oh shit!
I drop the books up on the return slot. Yuko suddenly pops up from behind it. Quite startled from the banging they make as they hit her head as stuff. Sorry, Yuko, I didn't mean to stop you.
No, that's fine. I'm so happy to do it. Can I help you?
It's okay, I think I know where everything is. Thanks anyway, though. Supposed to grab another book, too. There's not much else to do. Reading and stuff and habits. I wander down the fiction section.
I read that as fan fiction for some reason.
The internet has just affected you so.
I guess so. It is by 4chan.
I do blah blah blah. Hand the call was there last scene, not expecting anything to come from it. Oh, what do you know? She's there! Surprisingly though, she's there, absorbed completely in a fairly thick book. I decided against her, intruding with last time, finally reading material.
What? We're just ignoring everyone now?
Douchebag.
See? Not choosing Misha made us into an ignorant asshole.
Right, like we would have been better if we did.
You don't know that, and now we'll never know.
After an indescribable amount of time spent
God damn it.
pursuing the aisles,
Oh, will we?
I finally pursued a couple books and getting inside and off the shelf. With a minimum amount of fuss, I quickly walk over the counter.
When I get close to the mic, he can't hear me. He has no idea that I'm plotting to kill him.
I totally missed what he had to say. Check out my books and pop them into the bag. I'm sure he's not trying to kill me or anything.
I would never do that.
Yes, I would.
Sunset, blah blah blah, trickle, students, blah blah blah. I'm going to bed. And I only died once.
You died?
Dog.
I would never want something like that to happen.
Blah blah blah. Wacky characters, nonsense plots.
He's reading
Sounds familiar.
Alice.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland. Start thinking
Cripple
about,
Wonderland? Okay.
I started thinking myself some kind of Alice 2 hapelessly tumbling down a rabbit hole. Oh my... Cripple Wonderland.
I read it.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be there. I just keep giving you, like, these, like, oh, he's so clever. And
I'm
then
just
it's like,
reading
oh,
ahead.
it's just, yeah. Rather song expressions, still isolated location over it in the school comedies until absolute everything unsettling out of the world. I wonder why I can't shake the feeling that I'm being outside, like Alice. Despite most of everyone being so hospitable and friendly with me. Turning on the page, my mind starts drifting farther away from the book. It's quiet, I can hear my heartbeat thumping against the fabric of my sheet.
Shirt. Why is his heart outside of his chest and bumping against his shirt?
I don't know.
Because he pulled it out in the first episode, remember?
No. I can't remember back to last episode.
Yeah, because it had a little band-aid on it. You don't remember?
Oh yeah, God.
For some
Whatever.
reason, it makes me feel really bad since the time in the forest with Awanako. I looks like some locked in the cage, nasty and scary.
What, cripples? They're not that scary.
Put the book down for a while and stare at the ceiling, taking my time off to shake the feeling. 200 pages later, I fell
Whoa.
asleep.
We go hard. Now what's gonna happen? We'll get stabbed in our sleep by Harry Potter because he thinks we're working with the feminists
In the anus.
in the anus.
The cloaca.
Students are all into class for Sunday morning. Each and every one of them sporting tired eyes. Only one day left to prepare. I suppose it's not surprising. Thankfully, we have to suffer through classes until lunch break. Then the time is our own. Mo Chow lurches into
Punches.
class
Walks in, punches one of the students in the face.
with a tired swagger. I suppose the students are the only people enjoying their late Friday nights. What, is it Saturday?
I have no idea.
Without saying word, he scrawls some pages and question numbers on the board and blah blah blah.
Yes, it's Saturday. Because the festival, he said, was on Sunday.
I wasn't paying attention.
And they have school on Saturday.
Apparently. That's completely
In his
insignificant.
crazy made-up world.
That's a thing in Japan that doesn't exist.
Japan doesn't exist, yeah.
No, it's a made-up place.
Well,
It's
let's see.
like Narnia or Detroit.
The students shuffle the textbooks into position and get to work. They're about to read about the Detroit, the magical wonderland.
It's just a story to scare people, like Satan.
Fatigue is making class antisocial, not a peep among them, blah blah blah. Robocop. Suddenly,
What?
Detroit. Robocop is from Detroit.
Sure. Okay. I've never seen RoboCop, so
Oh, you should totally go see Robocop.
I don't really want to.
Okay.
I heard it was bad.
Your OG Robocop? Are you crazy?
Oh no, the remake, sorry. I heard the remake was bad.
That's possible. I haven't seen it. The original one was great.
I'll have to watch that one then. I don't want to watch something bad. Why would I want to do something that would waste my time?
Anywho, back to you, audience. I'll let you
Back to you, audience.
I'll
Now you say something.
I'll let you think about stupid things. That
No,
you
we have to
waste
let
your
the,
time
we have to let
with.
the audience talk. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. It's funny that you bring that up. I too had an experience just like that, but I'm not going to talk about it today.
Yeah, I pooped in the shower once too. Go ahead.
I've never done that. I
Oh,
don't know you again.
you've never been in the shower, pooped in your hand, and tried to throw it into the toilet? Obviously, the audience has. That's what they were talking about. You just weren't paying attention to their needs. Again.
Whoops.
Well, now that we've included you, it's time for us to say adieu for all this time. Join us next time.
Share with your friends.
Yeah, do that.
Tell your friends that we talk to the crowd like any good comedian does. Bye!
You do realize the camera's on, right?
Oh, yes, I do. Why do you think I'm having so much fun behind the wheel? Oh.
What? What?
Well,
Ridiculous.
it's a steroid.